Hey guys, and welcome to Stellaris. It's basically the restart of the Valkyrie Exterminators, which is a Norse mythology version of, well, basically exterminator robots. There's a reason why a lot of the volume of I've had to turn off the volume really weirdly because it has a really weird static, which I'm not sure why. Um, But that is one of the problems. What I'm aiming on doing which is when I get my new computer, I'll have a microphone, an actual dedicated microphone that should be a lot better than my current headset one. But we shall see. So basically, where we left off in the last bit is we basically got a chokehold, which is really useful because these are all in, I believe, in a federation. So they obviously will be the first targets at least. But obviously, right now, the biggest priority for us is to get our tech up further ahead than theirs, but to make our navy strong as well, which isn't that far off. It's not that hard, but it's something that at the moment is a bit of a challenge because obviously we're losing we're minus 64 energy every month, which is a lot at the beginning anyway. So hopefully after a while that will start to pick up. It should start to pick up. It's more of just building the people for it, because obviously we need to keep the amenities. I want to keep the research fairly high as well. So it is largely just about making sure that we have enough people to fill up the jobs that are available. So I'm sure once that's done, it should be okay. But right now the main thing that we're going to be doing is alloy production, and basically it really, because we're fairly fairly good for everything else. So I don't feel as though we need anything else, to be honest with you. But obviously that is that can change quite easily. So I think one of our researches that we're doing now is the automated surveying, which is really important. I feel as though that should be a base tech from the very beginning, to be honest, because it makes no sense to me that you reach space but yet they don't have independent surveying teams. It's a very strange one for me, but I understand it's to make the game a little bit more micro at the beginning. It's just a little bit of a, not a kick in the teeth necessarily, but sort of an unnecessary bits like the tedious stuff you have to go through, which makes no sense to me. But it could certainly be worse. I'm just going to show you guys what it's like with the volume on. You'll hear the static very shortly once I change. You can already hear it now, which isn't ideal. Obviously I would like some music, but I just don't know what. Though you can hear it really badly now, and I just don't know what that is. So I'm just gonna have to opt to cut music out. I'll probably just hopefully be able to find some Stellaris style music and just face it over the top of this video, to be honest. Obviously you guys will know that before I do. I am recording this, and obviously that's the editing is in the future for me. So hopefully it'll all be fine. That's already a nice bug. I love it when that happens. So we've just found another person. Where are they? They're south as well. So it seems like a bunch of people are down here. Which obviously it has its benefits and it has its like negatives as well. It means that I have to go through a lot of people to kill everyone else. But they do hate each other, which is a good thing for me. How is everyone's technology? Technology-wise, everyone I think is on equal footings with me, which isn't superb. It's not bad. I mean, right now there's going to be not a lot of conflicts, so it's okay. It's just obviously eventually that will have to change. So, which it will. I have no doubt. There's no doubt in my mind that it will change. It's more just the whole how long is it going to take? How long? Because it's getting to the point where you're just like, I'm just sitting and waiting. So there's another species or alien species to the north of me now, by the looks of it. So we'll just quickly get them discovered, because the faster we do that, the better, basically. because it does seem like a lot of it's just waiting right now. And we should hopefully be getting the automated searching fairly soon. 11 months, so it's not terrible. But yeah, what I'm basically doing is I might change my banner on YouTube so like you guys can see it as well. Is I'm going to be aiming to record on, well, aiming to post videos on Monday, Wednesday and Fridays. Whether or not I'm going to have dedicated series on those days, I'm yet to like consider really. I probably will end up doing that, but obviously it depends that if later on I start realizing that certain series are more popular than the others, then I'll hold off on certain ones and delay the uploads of certain things, because obviously I'd prefer to have a lot larger response to other ones rather than posting up stuff that gets absolutely ignored by everyone, which is, I think, is fair. I'm aware there'll be the select few that will be like, oh no, I really appreciate, and I appreciate that too. These aren't going anywhere; they will continue to be uploaded. But it may just be, say for instance, if I end up doing CK3, and CK3 is wildly more popular than everything else, I may have to go path a little bit dark and further into that. So, and that's not because I don't like the other games, but it's purely because obviously at the beginning for me right now, a large part of it is about, you know, exposure. So if I can get that, or at least obtain that, then I feel as though that will help me quite a lot. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes, at least, because I'm aware it's not all just post a video and it blows up immediately. That's foolish to even consider. So we can now do automated research, which is fantastic, because it was just the worst to have to select it and everything. But I think now we should all be good, realistically. So we've got a second construction ship, which is basically just going to go around and mop up all the other places. Like obviously this is building the outpost. This one's going to come in and build the actual other infrastructure and the stuff we need. So that's a lot better. I hope our research is getting at least a little bit ahead. However, I'm not really sure. I can't see them. I can't see their ships, which is causing me some form of concern, because obviously a large part of it is being like, well, am I able to, you know, defend against these people, or is it going to be an issue? So this system is going to be quite an interesting one to grab, because a large amount of it is minerals. It's heavy mineral base, which is really nice. And yet the one planet that doesn't have minerals is quite a poor small tundra world, which isn't ideal. But it's better than nothing, I guess. So, what is it? I do apologise. I don't see, that's the problem. We can never build up to the cap because of that bug, and I don't know what it is or why it's done it, but it happens, seems to happen all the time, and it's very, very, very frustrating. So I think right now a lot of it is going to just be to sit and wait. So we're going to upgrade this starport as soon as we can, and hopefully that will be of benefit to us, purely because it'll be a good first if we do get attacked, because obviously we are on a harder difficulty where that does happen. So it's obviously if we are attacked, at least we'll have at least a bit of defense immediately, right before we send in the fleet. So because thankfully they're not far away, but obviously if they just storm in very quickly and very abruptly, it is heavily hard to defend. However, obviously we should be okay. But our main system will just have shipyards, purely because I don't need it to have anything else, really. I think it is, the way it is okay currently. So what we'll do is get you up there, get you there. That should be okay. So we stop with them? No, I guess they weren't actually anything. But there was I don't understand. Whatever. Whatever. So the main thing for us right now is to just obviously fill up these slots as fast as possible. There's not a great deal of things we can actually do to increase that speed, because it is just a matter of just waiting, really. But hopefully it goes a little bit faster fairly soon, because I mean at some point obviously we'll be able to get the augmentation techs that allow us to adjust our species and change them into a little bit faster, or you know, more lethal creatures, so to speak, or machines, which is probably the better terminology technically because they are robotic. But for right now it is just a little bit of a waiting, so we do it with 4.1% per month, which is still really good. It's still faster than most organics, so I can't complain too much. It's just a bit frustrating in the sense that I need those things filled now, and I don't really have the opportunity to sacrifice one for the other. So, because I just need to stay. I see the text now starting to snowball on certain areas, but everyone obviously hates me, which is understandable. I'm a fanatic purifier. I want to kill everything. That was guaranteed, and that was foreseen anyway. That's not a surprise to me or to them, realistically. So we've got a good. We've stopped these people from pushing up north. This is the only access apart from. No, yeah, this is seriously the only access, and we've cut that off for them, which is. I'm really sorry. Which is perfect, purely because it means that they can't do they can hardly do anything. They have to. This nation here, this species here is locked. This one here is too. This one has it out, but they're gonna come into conflict with other people fairly soon. So we're out of money. But again, no problem. Just sell a bunch of our resources that we have, because we have plenty, and then we're all good. Basically, that is genuinely what the gist is about this. Build one there. You can get the energy credits from there. I do apologise, I just banged the microphone. That's not ideal, I have to say. So we've got this, the excavation the Tree of Life, I believe it is. I don't quite know how that's going to work with robotic fanatical purifiers, mind you. I know normally it's okay, but I don't know just yet how it'll be. So this is an alien ship. What does it look like? Oh, that's quite cool. That is quite cool, actually. I mean, this system's quite cool, to be fair. Like, with all the space dust, I guess it is. That's pretty cool. I do like that. Okay. Where's that? There. Oh, whoa. It's a void cloud. That's crazy. I don't think I've seen that. It has massive amounts of damage. That is nuts. I mean, it's very cool. But, I mean, obviously our ships are going to go right into that and die immediately. You can guarantee that one. But hopefully it'll be fine. I'm sure it will be. For now. It'll just be an issue for our to try and not get our units to just basically fly on in. Because obviously that's where the problem will occur. So they're now building over there. We're not going to get that. So we're solidifying up the borders, and basically everything should be okay. We have to keep on selling, selling minerals until we actually equal back this, because at the moment we're losing a lot. I would cut back on the research, but the research is king right now, because they're inferior pretty much in all aspects now. They're trying to keep up, but I just don't see that actually happening. But I mean, That should be fine. We've got anyone home, so we'll get someone on that fairly soon. We're getting plenty of minerals from that system. We've expanded a little bit. We've taken up some of the sectors up here, and we're starting to explore these regions. As you can see, it's a severe arm arc. So even if we could, in theory, like hold off there, and hold off there, and then there. And we've captured a large chunk, which is really nice to see. Because obviously, about Exterminators, we should realistically, if we're playing it as Exterminators, we have to expand and rapidly absorb. So. So basically, I hope you guys have liked this part. Obviously, Stellaris for me will be 15 minutes. Victoria 2 will be 10. Same as CK2 might be CK3. Sorry, might be either 15 or 10 or 15. I'm not quite yet decided. I will be putting. Hopefully, we're finding some form of like the Stellaris soundtrack to lay over this, because I'm aware listening to pure silence and then me talking over it isn't exactly ideal. So I'll hopefully see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys stick around. Please like, subscribe, do all the, all that sort of stuff. Have a nice day.